Greetings and good morning, everybody. I hope you are going to have an incredible weekend. You've got something planned. You get outside, you touch some grass, you say thank you to people like I'm going to do here to Ruby Hoove, who gifted a Culture Casino membership. I want to say a big shout out to our wrenches like Juliet, who's always working hard out there, and John, who says, you. Snorter Poopus Cuber, our favorite polar bear, is in the house. Just a Dutchie is out there as well, along with Cat Slave over on the Green Machine. Ms. Pick Cafe, greetings, dear. Thank you for being here. Magnify, also known as Tom, and Crazy White Boy. We got some caveat ties. We've also got O.C. Dobbins in the house. Great to see you. And Commander Ed Straker of Shadow, who's always trying to get people to take their pants off. Let's see. Georgia Peach is here. Hello, dear. And We've got a pretty interesting day, but we also have Last Call with Troy Pacelli, who says, and I quote, karaoke party tonight, CC. If you can make it, I'll take a look. We'll see. I got a lot going on, but thank you for the super duper chat. And everybody else, you can go over and check out the karaoke party. Our friends, Putin's cat, is in the house. So should people that need to lose 20 pounds be walking around in hot pants? It's a good question. I don't walk around in hot pants, so that's one thing. Pretty weird. It's a good question, though. John, the Beagle Dad, is in the house. Tom F is here. FKHC 2005. Hello. And as I said, Ms. Pick Cafe. Who else is out there, he asks. Let's see. Got a lot of people here this morning. We're going to have a big weekend. So happy Friday, everybody. I hope your weekend is wonderful. Hey, Jan Monroe is in the house. We got a few other folks arriving. And we've got 17 stories to get through, and my window didn't disappear today, so I'm not stumbling, rumbling, bumbling through this thing. Jay is here. Good morning, Jay. Good to see you. The letter of the day is J. Brian and Cindy are here. Hello to everybody. Hello. Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you. And Penny. Good morning, dear. And of course, Griffin's View with today's history. Proof history is crazy on October 17 of 1814 as the London beer flood vats and Mew and Company burst. That's right. I remember that story. And flooded the streets with over 300,000 gallons of porter ale up to 9 feet deep. It's an awful lot. Did it happen? Crazy stuff. Oh, I got to sneeze. Okay, I'm back. That's a big sneeze. A lot of them. Machine gun sneeze. Hey, Zen Wookie in the house. Good to see you. And the mighty Culturians are here to answer the call. Culture warriors that you are. Who else is out there? I saw a lot of folks. Hey, Lee Kindler's here. Good morning. Good morning to you. All right, John and everybody else. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out 6 Minute Daily. We have some terrible, tragic news at the beginning of the 17-story news cycle. Ace Frehley passed away. I guess he ended up having a brain bleed after taking a fall. He was 74. Ever the talented guitarist, he never really was recognized for that other than being essentially, Ace Frehley. Amazing stuff. It's a loss. 74. Not young, but not too old either, so it's a real shame. Moving on, we got Kevin Costner losing a bid to throw out the Horizon 2 stunt performer's harassment suit because of the potential uncomfortableness of a scene they were asked to shoot. That's not good. We've got Victoria Beckham saying she's been fighting those preconceptions of being a Spice Girl for 20 years. I've been so defined by that 4-year period. Were they only a 4-year period? Speaking of 4-year period, didn't she recently have kids again? I don't know. Anyway, she says, I've been in fashion now for coming up on 2 decades, and I was in the Spice Girls for a 4-year period. and I've been so defined by that. Well, it makes sense. I didn't realize it was only 4 years. How weird. Speaking of weird, or I guess not weird, Comcast is getting rid of more news people, more of them at NBCU before the split. NBC's SVP of drama, Deepak Jazrani, among TV executives departing, and many others. So they're culling the weeds over there, and it's probably a really good thing for the future. Rachel Ray's getting more money with A&E Global Media. She's got orders for more than 100 new episodes from her free food studios, and we'll see how that goes. We've got Meta aiming to get geographically challenged Andrew Tate's $50 million deplatforming case tossed, moved out of LA. They are very worried about what this will expose, and there's a decent chance that this could result in some interesting court decisions. I'm excited about that. Listen, AI versus script readers. Who does the job better? Micro dramas creators and YouTube dominate the MIPCOM buzz. That's right, the MIPCOM thing just happened, and it was mostly people like us, only the crazy left side of us, but still, it's progress. We're starting to see the value of being in my particular business and, your particular obsession, right? Anyway, moving on. That's a lovely college campus, isn't it? Well, they're fighting to prove their return on investment. They have an ROI value because, look, it's out of the bag. They're not worth it. You create enormous debt, and nothing comes of note from your degree, more often than not. They are struggling to prove that, and the bigger problem was they created a bunch of fake degrees for athletes that everybody thought were serious investments, like gender studies. And they're just not. Look, the Canadians love baseball. That's right, setting aside contempt for tariffs and Trump rhetoric for the love of the Toronto Blue Jays. So we'll have to see what happens. But the Mariners lose, they say. I guess we'll have to see. Moving on, we've got more, including more propaganda coming from the AP. They are trying to sell you on these people. These people. They're not saying that they're not citizens. It's these people. All right. I mean, they could be citizens. I don't know. But healthcare subsidies will expire. And that's what they focus on. This story avoids throwing any actual information into it other than the fact that the Affordable Care garbage is going to be out the door soon enough. And I'm good with that. I don't know about anybody else. The president announced a new healthcare plan yesterday. American Express profits surged 16% in Q3, driven by wealthy card members. That's right. They are using their American Express card instead of cash, and maybe it's paying off in points, but it's definitely paying off for American Express. And Trump announces a deal with a manufacturer to make a common fertility drug cheaper for IVF patients. Well, there you go. We're having a fertility issue. It's going to be much cheaper to fight it. Speaking of fighting it, a new law in California has officials forced to disclose job offers made before they leave office, so we'll know exactly just how shady they are. That'll be fun. We've got a movie review from AP, and this one I've already heard. So when I go see this movie, you'll already understand that it's not very good, and that's a shame. Keanu Reeves needs better film projects to be in, but unfortunately, Aziz Ansari's film isn't one of them. And it's not going to get a lot of money on it either. Again, Seth Rogen's involved, so it's probably not helpful. We've got images here, a little video of John Bolton turning himself in after his indictment. He's surrendering right now. 18 counts of being a bad guy. I'm sure you guys weren't surprised. I certainly wasn't. And finally, our bear story. Let's get to it. Oh no, what is happening? Let's try that again. There we go. There's our bear. There he is. Yep. Our bear friend here was released along with 11 of his brothers and sisters in North Carolina. 12 cubs returned to the wild and appropriately tagged. So they'll be able to track them. Cool stuff. I like those kinds of stories. I have a feeling that the I have a feeling that the Bolton story is going to ring throughout the weekend, and we'll probably talk about it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is the Saturday news update. So just about 15 minutes later than when this show starts, or at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you there. That's usually a 2-hour program that runs right up to Salty Nerd Podcast, which is immediately in front of Mephisto's movie reviews, Real McCoy's podcast, which is also a lot of fun. You can fill your entire day with entertainment from independent creators tomorrow, starting with my show at 8 a.m. Pacific. Let's say hi to you guys and just wish you all such an extraordinary and wonderful weekend. Okay? All right. Roy is in the house. Good to see you, Roy Hamlin. We got our favorite rivet head, Razorburn. That's right. And so many more out there. Let's see. Scrolling through. Lots of people joined us after we got started. Frank is here, in case you were wondering. So everybody say hi to Frank. And of course, Dean Krantz is here. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Spirian. This guy is tall and cool. I do the same thing every weekend. I work. That's right. I work. I like working, though. I'm weird. Walter Tomaszewski is in the house. And so is Texas 84. Monday, I start working for free. Yay. Sorry about that, Texas 84. A lot of people are going to be, quote unquote, working for free. I think technically, if you work for the federal government, you've been working for free for 2 weeks already, but I could be wrong. Oh, coffee is good. Carl Sings in the house. Good to see you, my friend. And so many more. You guys are just hanging it. I love it. We're getting better, bigger and better every day, folks. We got to keep driving. We got to get this ship to 50K. Andy Masterson is here. Great to see you, Andy. And so many more folks as well. Cynthia Carter, good morning, dear. I hope things are going well in your household. We've got Helena here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Barry the Music Man is here. That's right. Morgan King, all the way from Canada, because he's a Canadian. Speaking of which, you guys are going to lose an auto manufacturer. You just shut down a major lumber supplier. The CBC, Canadian Broadcasting folks, which is a state-owned propaganda outlet, keeps trying to blame us. And they try to blame Trump. Trump's trade war. No, it's like people not wanting to give away things for free anymore. So I think we're getting tired of that. I want to say a special shout out and thank you to Juliet dropping £2 sterling, proper money. And it says like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Juliet. I do appreciate that. You are amazing. Juliet works really hard. I want to say, all of our wrenches, I appreciate so very much. You keep things going over here. Juliet, Ms. Pick Cafe, Dr. Jill, so many of you. You're kind of little workhorses that don't get enough credit. I just want to make sure you get plenty of credit here. Not that I'm in a place where I offer credit yet, but I could. Anyway, it's good to see Andy in the house. So many great people. Helena says, I saw a video earlier about Chinese illegal stealing gift card numbers. Yep, got caught and really thought the U.S. had no laws. I'm sure they did. And then they found out. Gift cards. You're stealing from the companies now. Watch out. That's bad. Can't steal from companies. The people, they don't care so much. SFX of 314 Sabertooth Raptor in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Who else is out there? Let's see. Kendrick Llama is here. Good to see you, Kendrick. I think I saw a question from you earlier. And let me see if I remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for Jonas. I really don't. I think everybody's going to find out sometime this afternoon or evening if you're across the pond. Yeah. even if I did know, I I wouldn't be able to tell you because I think it's more appropriate to let people, talk about what their future holds. I have to assume it's really good. So, greetings from the Savoy. Amazing, Richard James. Thank you. Thank you. The Savoy in London. Cool. That's amazing. I love it. And we got another green thing here from Lightning Sketch Productions, where 10 Culture Casino cash says something here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I want to highlight it. I'm there. All right. Lightning Sketch. Lightning Sketch is on the screen. All right. Sorry, but I'm confused about your stance on AI. The current news that it could possibly replace real creatives such as actors and animators at studios is causing me to. Oh no, my friend, no, no, no. I am not for them. I am not for that happening. Um, you're to me, AI is still rather limited. I don't project that that could happen in the future. I think you could use it to previs stuff that you film with real actors. And I think my stance isn't dissimilar to somebody like James Cameron, who's very positive about technology and film. But at the same time, I long for the days of actual film, like not, digital red cameras, raw cameras, any of that other stuff. So don't misunderstand. I'm an old fashioned film guy, but I think that like George Lucas used a kind of a rough CGI, kind of blocky, flat, polygon like previs. I think that AI will be able to give you a much more detailed previs. As far as readers go, I'm more commenting on the quality of the people in those positions now than I am on AI actually doing it. Um, and don't misunderstand because we have a lot of people in this chat that I know work in Hollywood still, or maybe do tangentially now. But I'll just say that I really don't want the machines to replace people. I don't think they can. Creativity is a human based thing. Seeing something from all perspectives, being able to step away from something and maybe tell a slightly different tale than your predecessor did, or something that's in line with it and familiar, but still has its own heart and its own creative energy. So please don't misunderstand. I hope I didn't mislead you. I want hand drawn animation. I want real people and actors and things like that. I'm a practical effects guy, so there's that. So I'm not going to say you can't do fun stuff with AI, but I think the minute you start to build everything completely out of AI, it's going to lose what makes that type of creativity very human. And I think everybody collectively will get the ick. I love using that term for the wrong thing, but I think people are just going to be like uncanny valley. We'll see. I mean, I'm working on some projects right now in some of the AI tools, but what we'll be able to create is going to be different, let's say. But I'm not in favor of that happening. I think that it's just funny because they could get rid of some of the people that are doing reading right now that are driven by activism, and Hollywood would improve. And I'm not saying it'd be the greatest thing, but it could improve because those people have only one track brain. Anyway, One Punch Man Tolkien fan, we miss you on Midnight's Edge in the morning. I miss being on the show. I do. It's kind of a bummer. I was unable to change the time of this show. When we come up on the time change, I'll reconsider my options. But I think that's a 2-hour jump in time. And there's no way I could do this show if I did that. So Texas 84 says Jonas is going to the Kimmel show. I have kind of some inkling of what's next for him. I don't think that's it. I think he doesn't want to step into a sinking boat. Yeah, I think this is true. Putin's cat says computers, internet, cards, etc. You are all using stuff that people made after learning serious stuff. Yeah. Yep. Davina's here. Good morning, dear. Rodimus Supreme, what's up? Jonas has a big announcement. Jeremy has a big announcement. Why does everybody have a big announcement today? I might be one of the only people not making a big announcement. Because I already kind of tell you as I'm going along what I'm doing. like, okay, so we are now Tuesday, Thursday with thank you for your attention to this matter podcast, but that could very soon be 5 days. I tell you that stuff in advance. I even tell you what's next coming up. So yeah, I don't know. Like you said, we will be learning a lot today, and I'm very excited about it. Hope you get the email from Brian regarding how to fend off a bear. Okay, I will look for it. Oh, man. I need to look at my email more. You guys need to remind me every day, look at your email. And I will. I don't think and here's a problem. I need to go in the Discord server and do some sorting. Plus, some people sent some new animal pics. So I'm going to go check that out. By the way, if you want cute animals, we got them. If you want bear stuff, it's in there. We got great people over there making that work. And I appreciate that. Karen Hawkins is out there. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Speaking of Hawkins, Stranger Things on theater screens. Not a bad idea. Not bad indeed. Okay, for Commander Ed Straker of Shadow and others, yesterday, I think, Jonas announced he was leaving his position for a new opportunity. It's kind of something like that. Because I can't remember exactly what he said, but that's the gist. So I'm just gonna say I'm happy. Don't blame me if your degree sucks. My degree was great, or degrees, but what else is happening? Yeah, and this is very true. Thank you. Brian said this much more succinctly than I did. Lightning Sketch. Quality requires humanity, and that I agree. And they will have to take some time to rediscover that. AI won't last. And you know what? We've been hearing some really weird rumors about the AI bubble being popped. That would be wild. That would be wild. Walter Tomaszewski, hey friend. He says, what happens when therapists turn to AI for answers? You get the Canadian healthcare system. I'm going to get wrecked for that, but it's true. What else is going on? Zen Wookie says, AI needs to be, AI needs to be complementary to the story being told and not dominant over it. I agree with you. But I just don't want anybody to fret because my positions are pretty static. I'm an old fashioned movie guy. I want actors acting. The only time I want to see, AI actors is maybe through motion capture in video games, right? I mean, that's how we ended up with one of the outstanding and standout video games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's how we ended up with Red Dead Redemption. I want to see actor performances, but I'm going to see them through the eyes of a character in a video game. I want to be able to shape what they're doing. I think that's good. Hey, Tobach and Jamie, what's up? Jeremiah Hembry is here. Says, can we stop blaming everything on James Gunn? I'm not blaming James Gunn right now. I mean, I'm not actually blowing him up. What I think about James Gunn is he came in, he told everybody he was the man in charge. The buck stops here, that kind of a thing. And when it comes to DC, that's certainly true. You can blame him when he's directly responsible for creating something, can't you? And what you're blaming him for is, well, did people like or not like some given property? I don't know. I think you could lay Superman's lack of overwhelming success a little bit on James Gunn. I think sometimes he talks too much and he puts too much out there, and sometimes it's not serious. I think you could probably put the same kind of criticism on the Trump administration and Donald Trump himself. Again, who else for something like that he creates directly, but other things that he's not creating, I don't think you can blame it all on him. Not in my opinion, anyway. Maddie's in the house. Good to see him, Maddie. Says, good morning, culture. Any hints today from the 3 p.m. announcement? I'll gladly pay. I wish. I first of all, I said this a few minutes before you got here, probably, Maddie. But even if I did know, I likely, and even if I have an inkling, like I said before, because I kind of have an inkling what's going on. But all I can say is, in the case of Jonas, is I'm happy for him. So, of course, I'm always happy for my friends. I tell my friends who get into doing this or have been doing it for a while or whatever, I tell them, I said, my goal for you is for you to surpass me easily and keep growing. And I will do everything I can to help you if I can. You always need to want more for your friends and your family than you should than you have. Which means if you are an exceptionally successful person, you want equal to, if not more, success for the people around you. You should always kind of strive for that. That's why you should probably push your kids and your grandkids to be even more. That used to be what in this country we would expect for the next generation. We want you to have more. We want you to have a better life than we have. We want you to earn more money than we did. You know what I mean? So yeah, Maddie, it's fine. And I saw your follow-up chat. It's just even if it's that person's news to tell. It's and whatever Jeremy's going to say, That's so true, Newhouse Bruce. Culture's big announcement is that he loves his. I do. I love you guys, even those of you that chide me or send me funny little bits about myself. My goodness, some of the ones lately. Putin's cat's been doing some great stuff. I released the McCracken. Robbie's been taking me to town. Gumby. I mean, it's been amazing. Irate specialist, especially. I mean, some of these folks have access to Sora, which means I'm getting wrecked. It's great. Well, so is Tom. Tom got wrecked this morning by Robbie, and people are just doing amazing stuff. I love it. Oh no, dude, Putin's captain. I would like a streamlined system. I would like to be taking things that are relevant to my pursuits and not take a bunch of stuff that has zero to do. But here's the problem, and I think you might agree after I say this, and maybe not, and that's fine. But I think you need to be a well-rounded human being. If you go in pursuit of a better understanding of the world around you with for a degree that is supposed to aid you in your future, which let's be fair, all degrees you pay for in school should be able to have some positive results for you in your future. But I think you need to be a well-rounded person, especially if you're going in for advanced understandings of things. You should exit having an authentic understanding of the world around you, and a realistic one, and an honest one, and not one that's like, you know, puppies, flowers, kittens, and rainbows. It's got to be reality, because we work in a world that is the same. And you can struggle to change the world, sure, but don't force me to be part of your struggle to change the world, because that's what's coming out now. It's also why universities became so leftist, overly progressive, whatever terms you want to use. They reinvent words and their meanings and their usage, much to all of our detriments. My goodness, you guys are super generous. Um, oh, thank you, Penny. There's a Bible verse for us all. Uh, uh, man, let me see if I can find this in the chat. You guys are on fire. Thank you for the huge support this morning. And Maravita went crazy. Hang on a second. Let me catch up. My goodness, you guys. I love my audience. Let's do Maravita, because she can't stay along for an extraordinary and generous super chat for $20. Says can't stay. Just wanted to pop in. Hopefully November 4 helps stabilize my anemia. Oh no. Otherwise, issues are finally stabilizing as well, and work seems to be somewhat stable. But still, 7.5 hours daily, that seems likely to stay. All right, dear. Well, I'm so glad that you were here. I hope you have an extraordinarily wonderful weekend. I hope you all do. And thank you. Thank you very much, Maravina. And thank you, obviously, to Penny for a $2 super chat. They stacked them right on top of each other. You guys are... you're the best. Oh, man, I am so... I'm so lucky. You really do lift up my day in a way that I just can't express it. I don't know. I have a massive vocabulary and I'm lost for words. That's not good. That is a wonderful verse, by the way, Penny. Catwing says, love your channel. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I am ever grateful for all of you. Keep it reals in the house. And so is Asky, who sent me a lovely bunch of comments on yesterday's show. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching it on the replay. That's great stuff. Hope everything gets better. I'm always there. I am always there. Maddie says, power to the 199. That's right. 199. There's the $1.99. Thank you, Maddie. Amazing stuff. Yeah. Man, Jeremy's been doing great. He's been really living it, every day, man. What's really incredible is right now the news cycle, it almost plays perfectly into his show. He's doing so well. I'm so proud of him. I just loves it. The lovely Maravita, again, for another generous 5. Culture Casino Cash says, we are lucky to have you as well. Have a great weekend, everybody. No, I mean, thank you, but you guys are the best. Yeah, thank you for your super chats this evening. It really does help. You guys do keep the lights on. I don't know if you probably hear a lot of creators say something similar to that or whatever, but it's it's absolute truth. This is a business where you um, sometimes have very meager earnings, and um, this is done with a lot of love for the love of doing it. So you guys are great. Anyway, all right, let's keep moving forward. Master of the TDS has been working tirelessly covering Sweet Baby Inc. And there's more to it. They just did they just did a correction for everybody. Apparently, Sweet Baby's website has been down since April 23rd, 2025. This is like the second or third time it's happened. There are lots of exclusive leaks went out about Sweet Baby, and they're really pushing back and show sort of those crazy Canadian people, Soul Shout or Shout Soul or Bad Souls. I don't know. Anyway, they that's a whole other story, but they are actually targeting YouTubers that have been covering them. There doesn't seem to be any DNS history as to who seems to own the site, but the last final day of its operation was April 23rd. The domain's owned through 2026. When Gothic Therapy dropped the leak, that would be Master of the TDS, on April 22nd. April 23rd, the site went dark because there's a lot of revelations in there. So go watch that video if you get a chance. It's crazy. And again, some of the stories that I've found to be super hot recently on the political side somehow tie into a lot of the video game garbage and some of the stuff that's happening in the UK and Australia as far as, like games like bowing the knee to this one, feminazi group. So wild stuff. Our wonderful friend Richard James from Savoy in London says, the appreciation, admiration, and platonic adoration here and CC's other channels. Between hosts, staff, guests, and audience, it's impressive and uplifting. We all try very much. And that's why I think we have reason to celebrate for Mr. Jonas J. Campbell. And I think this afternoon is going to be interesting. I can't wait. This you guys weren't wrong. I mean, there's a series of different people doing different things, doing amazing stuff. And we're blessed. I mean, look at what's been happening with my friend Jay, Drunk 3PO, right? He's one of the best friends you could have in the world. He's genuinely a good person. I know this because I've hung out with Jay many times. And it's because of you guys. I think that, he stays around. He loves what he does, and he's straightforward. He's honest, transparent. Very transparent. Just genuinely good people. Jonas J. Campbell, spent time with him. That man is, what you see is what you get. WW Pro, same thing. Pretty much everybody I've bumped into in real life. People that I've met. Hayden Wayne, who I don't get to see very much because that is a hard-working human. That guy's for real too. Everybody out there along the way. Vash is the nicest person probably on the planet. Genuine and nice, lovely. In fact, I'm going to be having dinner with him here pretty soon. Go on a little trip to hang out with Vash. Anyway, you guys are the best. I really appreciate you. ASCII says, wow, there's more generosity. See, not lying. You guys are super generous. Says for 10 Culture Casino cash. Thank you, my friend. That's very generous. Always good to have a retirement plan you love. This is the best retirement ever. Between YouTube and the gardening, you've got it made. I absolutely do. I love what I'm doing. And when we do the relocation to Tennessee, again, no state tax there. I'm going to be overjoyed. Just overjoyed. I will be able to build rows and rows of greenhouses, have a menagerie of animals all over the place. And I'll be able to do this. Well, I can't, it couldn't ask for more. I try to tell people that. But, there we go. See, Magnify, otherwise known as Tom, says, Jonas and you are fun to hang out with. Sir, I can say the same of you. And again, I meet you. That's the other thing. That's why I love doing what I do. Ms. Pitt Cafe. She's incredible if you meet her in person. She's got so much energy. She's very dedicated and she really wants to help. We live in all my ranches are like that. Eric K, obviously, you've got Jill out there, Dr. Jill. You got, I can't even say how wonderful these people are. It's, they're just everywhere. I mean, Tom's great. Mexican Iron Man's a wonderful, wonderful person. Paulie, Tom Connors. These are real people, and they really do a good job, I think. So, Maravitas says another compliment. Yeah, Lauren is a great guy. Holy cow, no kidding. Yeah, we do have the best community. I like the fellowship. I'm gonna keep using that. I'll say the word community, but that's unfortunately has been absconded by the super progressive crazy folks. So, but Pro, Jonas, Vash, Lauren, guys, Kevin Apollo is amazing. Marvin hung out with the movie monster in person. I've been blessed, guys. If you come to a meetup, and I always tell you should, it will refill your joy bucket in a way I don't think anything else can. It's very cool stuff. Again, I got to hang out with, where is he? There he is. Last call with Troy Pacelli. Troy's amazing. His wife equally so. We had such a super fun time hanging out. I'm just going to tell you, if you get a chance to do it, Marks is not here. Marks 47 isn't here, but I'm just going to tell you. Yeah, he's a sweet soul. He's a good man. Just a good man. And as far as broccoli, Maddie, I think this is funny. I legit need advice on growing broccoli. I'm in New Jersey. There's actually a really famous YouTube gardener that's in that area in Jersey. That I would listen to him. Prigioni. I'll find his channel in my feed, and I will. I'll have it for you next time around. So there's that. But yeah, I will definitely get you an idea. So yeah, we have room and space. And she loves veggies, and I have the worst green thumb. I can help you with a lot of stuff. And I'm going to point you to a guy that actually lives in your region, so they will actually have a different planning cycle than I'm allowed to have, because mine is really broad. But I'll put you in the right place so you can be successful. But look, all you really need is a properly nitrogenated soil. And one of the ways to boost early plant success and enrich the soil is if you go to your pet store or Walmart that has pet supplies and grab some of the alfalfa pellet food that they feed to bunnies and other things like that, guinea pigs and such, because alfalfa, when it is processed by the soil and all the microbes and everything in it, actually will help you cultivate your soil into a nice humus That's not hummus. It's humus, which is, basically just this really nice, rich, dark soil that you're looking for. Um, I'm not sure we're seeing a lot of people do some of the old practices, but that might be even better. It does kind of puts growing on easy mode if you kind of have pre infused soil. We'll talk about it. I'll get you some other information. Anyway, there's a long time to talk about. So, see, Putin's cat always makes it dirty. He always makes it dirty. But no, I mean, just meeting people is great. Ron is right. Says some days I feel like Ryan Cannell, who is a genuinely nice guy in person. So there's that. Kevin, Marvin, Pro, Jonas, all seem amazing. The LW Ghost is, I don't know. I kind of just want to move into his house because that guy is seriously, he's living history. That's a living history right there. I would do that. Any meetups in the New Jersey area? Well, they do try to do like a northeastern U.S. meetup. I think the last couple of times they've done it's been in the Boston area. I'll try to put my nose into it and maybe put my ear to the ground and find out when that is. She's 6 years old and going on 60. Oh man, my baby sister was very precocious and very driven personality from a very young age. She certainly could make herself not only known but she got paid attention to. She was very good. So yeah. Here we go. The trick with broccoli is to clean it really good before you cook it. Well, but growing it's a little different, but yeah. I want to educate myself in all of it and try and bond with her over it since she shows a keen interest. Okay, so I have a family member that kind of toured the greenhouse. What was it, Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was on Wednesday. And I saw a spark. So I know I've got a person that I can pass all of this on to. So I'm very excited about it. So Putin's cat's reminding me that, yeah, the green leaf is illegal in Tennessee. Yeah, true story. Oh man, you guys are so great. I'm loving this. Yeah. So, okay. So I get this, right? Because the conversation in this house is often stretching back a couple of generations. So we talk about what the people that would be specifically proud of each generation and for what reason. And I'm very much like my eldest grandfather. So I get it. And a lot of people would say that the boss is very similar to my eldest grandmother. So that's a different conversation. Anyway, all right. Yeah, just do peyote instead. I don't know. Yep, still planning on moving to Tennessee. Yeah, that's the plan. My East Coast trip that I was going to do a couple months ago, I postponed. We're getting real close to me being ready to head that way. So I intend to drive. That gives me a lot of time with you guys in the car doing road streams. Yes, I'll do road streams. And just chatting with y'all. Those streams are always fun because it's like string of consciousness with you guys. So it's kind of like the last part of Friday's show where we just kind of shoot the breeze. So, yeah. Walter Tomaszewski says, what if you cook broccoli first and then that's not going to work. Uh, but here's a weird thing. You can save, like if you, this is a little tip on, oh my, Basel, if you're in the UK, uh, Basel. If you see it starting to bolt, seeing it starting to go into flower mode, you immediately clip it and start taking leaves off right where the split is. So that you're harvesting the basil and it'll bring it back into its growth stage. But because the minute they bolt and they fully flower, that plant's going to go sour on you, and then you got a bunch of seeds. Nobody wants to start basil from start unless you're like that's your job. Um, but basil is um, super easy to grow. So like even if you get supermarket basil, you can be crazy successful with it if you want. But most people are like, well, no, culture, it dies. No, the reason it's dying is it's crowded. Because when they're selling it to you at the supermarket, the living basil thing, their roots are cramped. They have no access to nutrients. They may not be the soil may not be loamy enough to be really well aerated. So yeah. Well, the heat doesn't help, but sometimes it's also a lack of reminding the plant that it's there to grow and produce leaves. Um, but heat will definitely cause them to bolter. There's no doubt there. But you try to catch them before they do that, or as they start to look like they're going to flower. You really, that's when you want to kind of go into, okay, I need you to like make more leaves. So Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. Rambam 3000 is trying to get me to pronounce Basel. Brazil. Basel. There you go. The kid was wearing she threw one ad saying you could use some carrots for eyes. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, carrots are a blast too. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick video planting thing. I guess maybe on this channel as a short or something. I don't know, but I'll show you guys because I'm getting ready to work on 3 9-foot long beds. So one of them is getting carrots, which means I need 8 or 9 egg trays. Not egg boxes, but like the square egg tray. I'll show you why, and I'll show you how I plant them. You guys are like, we don't care. Okay, well, I'll still do it. Holy cow, just a Dutchie. Thank you for being here, dear. Let's get you all off someplace. Now, one of my favorite people in the world is an artist. She's very talented. Her name is Tabitha. And she does great stuff. And she taught me how to paint, which I still think she's the patience of a saint because I am not artsy. I am not artsy. So also tomorrow I will be on a charitable stream, and I will drop that location when I'm on there tomorrow. I'll be hanging out with a lot of creators you probably like, and when it comes to horror films, people that actually genuinely enjoy them. So, yep, enjoy Brush Hour with Tabitha. Hopefully, it's still going. I don't know, but if not, subscribe to Tabitha's channel. I think Midnight's Edge in the Morning is still running, so you can catch that soon. And I want to say thank you, Maddie, for $2. I'm in support of a culture gardening channel. I think it would be fun, but I still have a building channel I have to get to, and I was thinking I'd put some of the gardening stuff in there because they kind of go hand in hand, don't they? Oftentimes, most people want to build outbuildings and greenhouses and things like that. So there's that. So you guys are the best. Anyway, I'm going to send you over there. If you can, subscribe and check it out. And hey, C&D Designs is back. Good to see you, friend. Holy cow. You're so awesome. For five Culture Casino Cash says, yo, CC, I don't grow food, but grow Japanese maples. What? Really? Got 17 so far? Hail the rebellion. Hail to you and hail to the rebellion. And especially Jay. I love that guy. Pray for him every day. I pray for a lot of you guys. All right. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 Pacific Standard Time, 2 hours before our friends over at, what do you call that? Salty Nerd Podcast. That's right. With my friend Dutch Butters, Matt Kadish, Brian, otherwise known as Brain, Tom Connors, and of course, the amazing one himself, Odin. All right, guys, I'll be in the chat at FNT tonight. Hope to see you all there. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya. For real. Oh, and let's get out of here with something fun. How about that?
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.